And what is up, everybody? All right. I know the last time that I posted a video, I said I was done. I was coming from a very dark, dark place. I let somebody influence me, and despite the fact that everything that I said was true, I had already said from the beginning, I'm not perfect, not trying to judge anybody, this, that, the other. And I basically let somebody else dictate what it was that I can do, what it was I could say, that I couldn't like myself anymore. And the reason why they were doing this to me is because they didn't like the situation they were in. And unfortunately, a lot of people, just sometimes have nothing better to do. I forgive them, they need help, if I can help them, I will. But that was the only bad thing that really happened to me this year. I started this year off. I posted on Facebook the video of the intro to Superforce. For those of you that don't remember Superforce, it was a syndicated action drama that come on Saturday afternoons on UPN, like around noon time. It was like 1991, when the show was out, and it started off saying it is the year 2020, and the world has changed. I posted that as a joke, but to see the drastic turn that the world had taken this year, it was ridiculous. And people wanted to blame the year as if it was the year's fault, as opposed to individual responsibility. COVID happened. Couldn't control that. How you reacted during COVID, that's what that's where you lost all control. That's where a lot of people lost all control. In the beginning, it was kind of scary, but once more and more information started coming out, you didn't have to be so afraid, but you got people who were just so ridiculously afraid of it and demanded that you be just as afraid as they are, just so that they could feel good about themselves. Meanwhile, I was while everyone's complaining that, oh yeah, this is the worst year ever, my business of Action Fuzz, of my artwork, this was the best year it ever had. In just the month of June alone, I made more money in the month of June alone than in the past 10 years that I've been trying to put Action Fuzz mainstream. I got over 1,200 followers now on Instagram. I made more, like I said, in the month of June alone, I made more money than any year. And that's with going to different Comic Cons. And that's with, showcasing my stuff and giving them to different celebrities and stuff like that. So while I'm having the best year ever in my business, everybody else is too busy complaining. And it's no coincidence that I'm saying this. In Tulsa, Oklahoma, I've relocated. Nothing wrong with Charlotte. I just, it just felt like my time was over there. There wasn't anything else to do out there. I left on good terms. I wasn't evicted. I didn't make enemies with anybody, and just feeling left out or anything like that. No, it's just unfortunately my time was up and it's time to go. Now I'm in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and Action Fuzz hasn't made its debut out here yet, but within the next, let's see, how much time is left before it's 11:46 right now. In the next 14 minutes, it's going to be the year 2021, and people are waiting for 2021 as if that's what's going to change everything. Whatever you brought with you into 2020, you're bringing it you're bringing it with you in 2021. Nothing about you has changed. Therefore, don't expect the new year to bring any form of change. It's an opportunity for you Don't get me wrong. It's still an opportunity for people to do something different with themselves. Every year. That's why God made it that way. That's why his mercies are new every morning. Every day is a new chance to better yourself. Every day is a new chance to get something done right. You showed up into 2020, and because of everything that was happening, you blamed the year. You limited yourselves because of the year. You made all these excuses for your own shortcomings because of the year. During, the lockdown had gone on for too long, I was the first vendor out in the art district. First vendor to step up and say, all right, people, it's time to start getting our lives back. And I inspired other people to eventually start coming back out. And pretty soon after that, the art district became just as lively as it was before the lockdown. That was my decision. While you got other people who are too afraid, that are demanding that you follow mandates that don't make any sense. And then even when you come up with solutions, they don't want to hear it because they're afraid. I don't have time for cowardice. I don't. This year is another opportunity for me to expand my business. This year is another opportunity for me to do something different, to accomplish something that I wasn't able to do prior. This is a new opportunity, and I want to take that opportunity. If you're blaming the time, because with everything that was supposedly going on in the year 2020, I was able to achieve the success that I did to where I was able to get a new apartment, a 2-bedroom apartment now. 1 bedroom is my office. It's just me. I don't have a roommate, and yet I could afford a 2-bedroom apartment now. But, it was the year 2020. But I got 2 years perfect rent history. I was able to finally get, some of my credit fixed. I was able to do a bunch of things. I traveled a bit more last year than I did the year before. And now I'm out here getting ready to start something different, getting ready to start something new, because I didn't make excuses for the year before. I'm not going to be making excuses for the year before. Yes, there's plenty of things that I messed up at. Yes, there are plenty of things that, that I clearly felt bad about for those of you who saw my last video entry. And for those of you who are watching this, meaning you stayed subscribed to me, even though I said I wasn't going to be posting anything. If I'd have stayed in that place, I probably wouldn't even deserve. If I would have stayed in that place, I probably wouldn't even deserve to be here right now. But I got up, and I'm, for the most part, I've been in Tulsa for the past 2 days now. Officially moved in yesterday. Still got to get my furniture from New York and Charlotte down here. Don't get me started on the tediousness of that particular task. But within the next few minutes, 2021 is going to be here. And I'm sorry for not being afraid. I'm sorry for not listening to what other people are telling me that I need to be doing. And I'm sorry that I'm not really sorry for all that. If you're gonna have this same attitude, there's no point waiting for the next year. There's no point waiting for 2021, because whatever you took with you, if you didn't leave it behind, it's all coming with you into the next year. Nothing's gonna change for you, even after the pandemic's over. You're still gonna be scared, you're still gonna be miserable, and you're still gonna try to mandate that everybody else be just as sad and miserable as you. I'm not standing for it anymore. I'm done talking. You guys have a good night.